Do you remember that feeling when your flight gets delayed and it ruins your mood just before your holiday or trip is about to start? Recently, this tweet meletup. The tweeter said that their flight got delayed for over 2 hours. And of course, melenting lah dia, siap tag AirAsia and Tony Fernandez. This whole flight delay thing is very common, unfortunately. Here's the thing. It's not just a problem here in Malaysia, it's happening everywhere around the world. For example, according to the tracking site FlightAware, on April 14th alone, there was 7,579 delays within, into or out of US airports and 602 cancellations. Yikes. Which begs the question, why is it happening so frequently? And should we even normalize it just because it's happening so frequently? In a recent statement by AirAsia, they have explained that some of the delays are due to limited number of aircrafts, regulatory and operations constraints like PCR tests, sudden requests by regional airports to cancel flights, technical issues like lightning strikes on the aircraft, and bad weather conditions.
I just want to lie on the beach and eat hot dogs. That's all I've ever wanted.
And like, we get it, you know, some things are just unavoidable. But when does it become too much? That's not right. And flight delays bukannya murah. They cost money. Think of the accommodations that you booked, hotel, activities, and all that jazz. If you dapat refund, okay juga. But some of these activities that you booked won't refund you for last minute cancellations, sis. Even if it wasn't necessarily all your duit and harta kekayaan. Cuba bayangkan. If it was an important family meeting, ada yang terputus family ties. If it was an interview, you lose a career opportunity. If it was a business deal, mau bankrupt the fella. So what's the next step then? I guess the only thing that we can do is to get some form of compensation, right? We spoke to MAFCOM, who handles all these issues, and they said that you can either lodge a report to www.flysmart.my or you can lodge a complaint with the airline itself. MAFCOM also said that they have resolved over 99% of the problems that they received, so apa lagi? Complain lah kan? On the MAFCOM website, it did say that depending on the nature of your delay, you are entitled to meals, telephone calls, and internet access for delay of 2 hours or more, hotel accommodation and transport for delays of 5 hours or more, or when a stay becomes necessary. There's more, but you go read up on the website, okay? More importantly though, you are entitled for a full refund or an alternative flight if your flight is cancelled. But you might have to wait for a really long time. Why? And the compensation isn't even standardized across all airlines. And then there's also this issue. A lot of these local airlines are giving out points and vouchers to be used within their own company, rather than giving back your own money.
Why are you the way that you are?
So, I contacted Mr. Bhaskaran Sithamparam, Senior Manager at the Federation of Malaysian Consumers Association or FOMCA, for his thoughts. This is what he said. When other airlines are offering cash refunds, why is this an exception? Consumers must be paid in cash. They chose that particular airline as they have the freedom to choose, as it is enshrined in the 8 pillars of consumers' rights. Airlines, on the other hand, should not restrict consumers to use only their airline by offering points to be used later. This is utterly unfair. He also said this. Even during the COVID-19 outbreak, many airlines gave cash refunds to their customers. Airlines such as Singapore Airlines offered cash refunds. Thai Airways had also refunded their refundable tickets in cash. This response then made me curious. If you were recently affected by a flight delay, did you receive the type of compensation mentioned by MAFCOM? Did you think the compensation was enough? Also, if you were supposed to expect a full monetary refund, did you actually get it? Comment sikit. Saja je nak kepo.